Hello, Internetians! My name is Josh, aka ultraplayer, and I am your coach of the New York Metagross, welcoming you to IBL Season number 5, Week number 6. Your New York Metagross are currently 3-2 after picking up a win last week against KreselleKey. I had to remember. Keep forgetting. Wow, I'm tired. It's morning. Good morning. How are you? I'm Josh, aka ultraplayer, and we're here. And we're going into Colorado Bouffalants, coached by Westside, a very good coach and a very good team to back him up. Now, I'm semi-prepared this time. So, here in Week 6, we are going against Westside, and we have quite the match ahead of us, I should say. We definitely have quite a match ahead of us. This is probably the worst matchup that I've ever seen. If you don't know my team, let me go over that real quick just so you can have that in your mind. I have a Kieran Black, I have a Skarmory, I have a Z Rabombi, I have a Mega Venusaur, a Slowking, a Z Rhyperior, Komala, Pissimian, Z Manectric, Magmortar, and a Poipole. And Westside. Oh my god, Westside. He has a Mega Scizor, a Tapu Fini, a Shaman, an Incineroar, a Lycanroc Dusk, a Mesprit, a Nidoking, a Z Licky Licky, a Primeape, a Raichu, and a Z Noivern, with his other Zmon being the Lycanroc Dusk. This is a horrible matchup for me. Lycanroc Dusk can two-shot every single mon on my team. Mega Scizor walls like everything. Like, it comes in on Venusaur, it comes in on Rabombi, it comes in on Kieran Black, it comes in on Komala, it can come in on Manectric, it can come in on Poipole, it can come in on Rhyperior. Tapu Fini can come in on my Pissimian, on my Komala, on... Christ, what did I knock down? Jesus Christ. Tapu Fini comes on like everything. The Incineroar can come in on what's left. Those three together form a really nice core against me. Same with the Mesprit, you throw that in, make Scizor more offensive or whatever. Lycanroc Dusk, I said, 2-shots everything on my team. Shaman, 2-shots everything on my team. With, you know, playing around with SPDF drops, Life Orb, Psychic, Life Orb. Actually, all it really needs is Psychic. Earth Power, I guess, because Magmortar. And then, I don't switch into Nidoking. I don't switch into Lycanroc. I don't switch into Shaman. I can barely switch into Incineroar. Noivern's problem. It's a bad matchup, guys. It's a very bad matchup. I built what I think to be the winning team. I don't know, guys. We're gonna struggle. But starting off, our team, of course, is gonna be our Magmortar. As you can see, it's gonna be Assault Vest with Flame Body. It's gonna be Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Thunderbolt, and Hidden Power Ice. While it is a pretty bad matchup, this is probably the best mon I have to go against his entire roster. It's really nice. It can help me handle the Noivern and the Shaman a bit better. Not really Incineroar because Darkest Lariat and Earthquake, but I mean I can take some of its fire moves on better. I can come in on Mesprit decently well, etc. And then like it's really good offensively versus his team. Like, you know, Big Scizor gets hit by Fire Blast, Tapu Fini gets hit by Thunderbolt, Shaman Fire Blast, Lycanroc Dusk and the Incineroar Focus Blast. Mesprit gets, it doesn't get, if it's SPDF, it doesn't get 2-shot by Fire Blast, but it gets weakened for Kieran Black. Nidoking does not want to take a Fire Blast, neither Licky Licky does not want to take a Fire Blast or a Focus Blast. Primeape does not want to take a Fire Blast. Raichu does not want to take a Fire Blast, and then Noivern does not want to take a Hidden Power Ice. Great. So it's really good against his team. It's very, very nice against his entire team. It can basically 2-shot almost everything if I brought like a Life Orb or something, but I thought Assault Vest would be better. I have bulk investments so that I can take on the Shaman and the Noivern a little bit better. I have enough speed, I believe. Wow, I didn't invest that for... Oh, that's why. That's why I didn't invest the 4. I believe my speed is for outpacing Tapu Finis, outpacing Mega Scizors, outpacing maybe Adamant. It's just under Adamant Incineroar. But I think it's just to make sure that I can outspeed some of his slower mons, so that's nice. And then I read through the rest of the special attack with a Modest Nature. Very good against the team. Hopefully we'll do really good. Another something else that's really good against the team is my Kieran Black, which is going to be Life Orb. And it's going to be Fusion Bolt, Ice Beam, and Power Fire Inverse. So, I have enough speed, first of all, for, I believe, Tapu Fini and the Nidoking, which is good. And this is a lot of work to his entire team. Of course, I'm going to be whittled down by my own Life Orb to the point where I also couldn't do my EVs the way I wanted to. I forgot to fix my EVs. I wanted 199 HP, not 200, because I could take one less point from Life Orb, but whoops. Ooh. Anyway, I know I'm gonna be weakened by Scissors Bullet Punch, but other than that, like, Scizor is really the only thing that can switch in, and it gets destroyed by Hidden Power Fire. The Mesprit can switch in, but it's gonna be getting weakened by my Magma Mortar, because I think it's his only real switch into it. So I can do a lot of damage to that. I believe Life Orb Ice Beam, unless he's Max Videf or Saltfest, I believe it's a 3 KO guaranteed. So it did a lot of work to his team. Fusion Bolt, of course, there. T2 shot the Tapu Fini. And other than that, it does a lot of work to his team. Of course, I don't hit Incineroar as hard, but if it comes in, I'll just have to act accordingly. Like, again, this is a horrible matchup, and I just had to play by ear and just hope for the best. So yeah, these two are my main defensive mons. I think they do a lot of work. He has trouble switching into them, and I'm going to have to play off of that, because otherwise I'm going to lose. So the next one we have is a Slowking, Calm Mind, Slack Off, Scald, and Side Shock. I needed this so I can handle the Noivern a bit better. I needed this so I could handle the... I'm sorry. I'm very tired. The Primate better. The Nidoking to an extent better. Kind of like Rock Dust, but also not really. I can come in on Tapu Fini a little bit better. I can come in on a Scizor that does not have Knockoff or U-Turn or Bug Bite, which is cool. Yay. But I also take any hit from, like, the Raichu, which is very nice. And I have Calm Mind, because I didn't really think of another move that I really wanted there. I mean, Thunder Wave was my other option. But should the chance arise that some of his more physical-based threats are gone, I can Calm Mind up and do a lot of damage and threaten things on his team. So, Slugging here, the pivot, very nice. Next one we have is my Mega Venusaur. It's kind of fast, and it's mixed both with Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power Fire, Leech Seed, and Protect. So I Protect over Synthesis because I'm an idiot, and Protect over Synthesis. So, yay. That's fun. But I have enough speed for Adamant Incineroar, which is very nice because Incineroar is, if you're looking at the team, Incineroar is a huge threat. So I have enough speed for Incineroar, and then I have bulk for making sure I don't get killed by Noivern from full, unless it's Specs, or Z Hurricane. And I can also switch in on stuff again, like the Primate, just like my Slowking, except I won't get knocked off. I can kind of handle the Incineroar. I can handle the Tapu Fini. I can threaten that out. And I don't have Giga Drain, which is really shitty, but like, especially since I don't have Synthesis. But I mean, we'll make it work. We didn't really have a choice because I didn't realize it until the battle. This is why you double check your shit, guys. But this is very nice again for the Shaman and stuff. And then next mon we have is going to be my Skarmory, Stealth Rock, Taunt, Roost, and Brave Bird. So this comes in on the... What is coming on? It kind of comes on Nidoking if it doesn't have Thunderbolt or Ice Beam or Flamethrower. But it's mainly here because I can come in on the Lycanroc Dusk to an extent, as well as the Mesprit if it doesn't have Thunderbolt. I can come in on the Scizor, I can Taunt it, I can Brave Bird it, and maybe beat it 1v1 if it hasn't Sword Stance up and it doesn't have Superpower. Like if it's Mono Bullet Punch and maybe Mono U-Turn, of course I can probably beat it 1v1, but it'll just be very annoying, but Taunt is there for that purpose. I actually did not make Skarmory as fast as my Mega Venusaur, and I thought I had. So, we're going to see that later coming into the battle. But, very standard Skarmory, in my opinion. Nothing too crazy about that. And then finally, we have a Komala, which is Choice Scarf, Last Resort. Just like I brought versus Joe. However, this is a very good set versus him, as he does have 2 normal resists. But I have Hidden Power Fire all across my entire team for the Mega Scizor, and then Lycanroc Dusk is a threat. Oof, I'm sorry. And I'm praying that I can get rid of that. And if I can't, then oops. But even still, it gets 2-shot by Last Resort, I think. And then, of course, Incineroar has Intimidate, but again, I have ways too weak in Incineroar. And it's very good for just beating down his team in general. I have enough speed to outspeed anything, speed creeping my Manectric. So if anything is trying to outspeed my Manectric by 1 point, I outspeed that by 1 point. And that's very nice, because 1, I can run Adamant, and 2, without that, I don't think I outspeed Noivern. So, very nice all overall. I believe that I'm in a very bad position, and I kind of go into this match thinking I'm going to lose. I didn't really see any other team that was really going to do it for me. This is what I believe to be the best team, but besides that, let us get into the battle. Let us get rid of this, and let's get into the battle. As you can see, the 6 mods he decided to bring are going to be the Noivern, Raichu, the Mesprit, the Mega Scizor, the Incineroar, and the Tapu Fini. Immediately when I saw this, I screamed out loud. No Nidoking, and no Lycanroc Dusk. two very annoying mons for me to deal with. Of course, no Primeape. I wasn't too surprised not to see Primeape or Licky Licky. It was kind of like, eh. So, I didn't see the Shaming either, which is very, very nice because Sea Flare, Psychic, Earth Power, and Dazzling Gleam with a Life Orb basically two-shot my entire team. And I can understand why I didn't bring it because it would have relied on Spadef drops and hopefully nothing being scarfed, etc. So I can understand why he was reluctant not to bring it, but I'm very happy overall just not to see it. So, with that, let's jump right into this battle. I am going to lead off with my Magmortar. So I lead off with my Magmortar for the reason of it doesn't really have too bad of a matchup. Really, there's nothing immediately that scares me outside of the last 2 months being the Incineroar and the Tapu Fini. Those two are the scariest mons for me. And I don't really, oh my god, I am so sorry guys. I got like some sleep. I got like 5 hours. Woohoo! I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, my Magmortar can match up well against the majority of his team, and those that I don't, you know, aren't the best versus, I can act accordingly. Like, Incineroar, I believe, needs to be Adamant Earthquake to knock out my Magmortar. I believe I'll do live Adamant Darkest Lariat. So, there's that, and also Tapu Fini does not knock me out. So, Magmortar's overall, I believe, my best lead to take on this man, Mr. JB Westside. So he is going to lead off with the Noivern, which is very interesting to me. Of course, that tells me he's going to have U-turn, so I have to act accordingly. Noivern is, of course, the best lead for him. I was expecting that or the Raichu to lead, to be honest. So here comes out the Noivern, and here I know that I'm going to have to play a certain type of way. Alright, I have to be aggressive. Even, maybe not the entire match, but I know at least a little bit I'm going to have to be aggressive this match, just so I can prevent myself from losing. So, I am going to turn 1. Think about what he's going to do. There's no way he's going to stay in attack. Alright? Nothing he can do and knocks out an Assault Vest Magmortar with Max HP, which he should at least think about. Specs Draco, fly an EMZ, maybe Z Outrage or something, maybe like a physical set, but like, that's weird. Especially since I believe he frisks my, he frisks my Assault Vest, so he knows I'm Assault Vest. So, I know he's not going to stay in here, so I'm kind of, like, up in the air. What is he going to go at? He has 3 potential switches to this Magmortar. His Mesprit, his Incineroar, and his Tapu Fini. The very obvious one is he's going out to... the very obvious thing that he's going out to is his Tapu Fini. So, with that in mind, because I know that the Tapu Fini is so obvious, I am going to predict him to not want to do that. I'm going to predict that he's going to want to not get his Tapu Fini 2-shot by Thunderbolt. I'm going to click Focus Blast, predicting the Incineroar, which I believe is what he's going to go out to. And that is exactly what he's going to go out to, is his Incineroar. I click the Focus Blast. He gets the Intimidate off. I don't care. I don't have any physical moves. And Focus Blast is going to do a crap ton. I know that 2 shots a standard Assault Vest Incineroar, and we're actually going to get a crit, which is very, very bad. However, like, in the battle, when the battle was happening, I was, like, in the spoiler set, like, freaking out. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, but overall, this actually didn't matter. I do crit and Spadef drop him, which really sucks. Because it lets me click Thunderbolt reliably and not have to worry about what the thing's going to do. However, the only way it really mattered is if he was if he was able to dodge the next Focus Blast, basically. If he could dodge the next Focus Blast, then he was, you know, it mattered. Other than that, it didn't really matter. And he might have pivoted around, so it kind of probably did affect how he played, but other than that, it's fine. I do kill it off with Thunderbolt. I took Thunderbolt because I don't want to miss, and I knew Thunderbolt was going to kill at that point. He's going to go to Aquafini, and I'm not going to risk my Magmortar right now because my Magmortar is really nice versus Raichu and his Noivern. Either way, I'm going to be doing a lot of damage constantly anytime I get it in. So on the Tapu Fini, I'm going to go out to my Mega Venusaur. It's my best switch into this, and it was right here that I figured out that I protect instead of Synthesis, which is really, really bad. So I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb. I didn't think he'd go out to the Mega Scizor immediately because Hidden Power Fire is so obvious, and a 2-shot Mega Venusaur, or 2-shot Scizor, depending on what the set is. So I'm going to Mega Evolve. I believe I click Sludge Bomb, and I do about 0 damage to this. No, I click Leech Seed. Oh, great. I actually clicked the right move. So I click Leech Seed here, and then here, predicting him to be a bit of a faster variant. Like, I think he'd run, like, a lot of Spadef, but I also think he'd run a lot of speed with this Mega Scizor. I kind of predicted that he might be faster than me, so I clicked Leech Seed again to predict the U-turn out into something, and I wanted to stay on top of him. However, it turns out that he is slower than my Mega Venusaur. So that tells me he's basically slower than my entire team. Because of the 6 that I decided to bring. Magmortar is faster than that speed. Komala, anything but my Slowking. But turns out, this is where I thought that my Skarmory was the same speed as everything else. So, he's going to go to his Echo. He's going to first my Venusaur right. Shocking, I know. But I'm going to go for Protect. Like, I had Synthesis. I was supposed to have Synthesis, but since I have Protect, I'm going to take full advantage of it. He goes for Hurricane. I kind of think he might be Specs here, so I'm going to act accordingly. I'm going to go out into my Magmortar, as he is going to go for the U-turn, which is unfortunate. That tells me he is not Choice Specs, so I'm thinking Z-Crystal. I'm thinking, obviously not Life Orb. I'm thinking many things. So here he's going to go out to his Raichu, which is an interesting play in my books. He's going to go for Volt Switch to keep up the momentum, but again, I'm Saltfest. I'm not really concerned if this thing goes for Volt Switch, even if it was Life Orb, because as you can see, it did nothing. And I think he's trying to bait me to not go for Thunderbolt so he can get a Spinny in for safely, which I'm fine with, because I clicked Fire Blast, obviously. Oh, I have Flamethrower, not Fire Blast. Why did I keep saying Fire Blast? I clicked Flamethrower because I'm not really too concerned. Any damage on Finny is really nice. Scouting the set, checking the item, etc. And here, I believe, yeah, I switch out here. And I go to my Jumanji, obviously, because it's my general switch into this. And it really sucks that he misses there. Because, again, I don't have recovery. So, F. F. Here, I'm going to go for, I believe this time I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb. I might go for the Leaf Seed again. As he goes into his Artemis, which is going to be his... Yeah, okay, I go for Leaf Seed. I have to spam Leaf Seed because I need any recovery that I can get, because I don't have Giga Drain, I don't have Synthesis. He goes into Artemis, which is perfectly fine. I know rocks are coming. I know this thing's going to have Psychic. I know this thing's going to have Thunderbolt for my Skarmory. But because I have Leech Seed recovery going off, I know that I'll be able to come in kind of okay on this Mesprit with my Skarmory. Especially since my Skarmory is here to get up rocks and to deal with certain Pokemon that I now think I have more in check. Like, I think I have the Scizor in check because I still have Magmortar. And I have a Mega Venusaur, which can HP Fire it. Although, this is kind of a misplay because I'm letting my best way to stop that come in, especially now that he got rocks up and I don't have removal and all kinds of bad stuff, but we'll get into that. So I'm gonna get my rocks up here as he's gonna go for Thunderbolt. It's really bad that I'm letting my Skarmory get weakened because, again, once Mega Scizor gets an SD up, it's really bad for me because he can really do a lot to my team and probably beat me. But again, I'm kind of under the mindset this entire time that I'm losing and I'm going to lose. So I get some Leech recovery on my Skarmory. Again, I want to keep healthy. I'm going to save this, I believe. I'm going to save this. I'm going to go for Roost. Okay, so I'm going to go for Roost. I'm going to try and keep this thing decently healthy just because I want to taunt the Scizor later. I'm not going to completely sack my Skarmory just now. And he actually goes for U-turn, so I get to keep my Skarmory at a very nice amount of HP as he's going to go into his Raichu, I believe. Woo! And here, I believe, am I at full? I'm at full. Yeah, okay, so here I believe I go for Roost, because I know he's going to go for Volt Switch, but he actually goes for Thunderbolt. And I want to keep this thing as healthy as possible. I've predicted Volt Switch, him Volt Switching out, and the Mewtwo would get some HP back. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. I do get the Roost off, though. I do end up at half HP, so I'm out of range of any attack from +2 Scizor if he's slower than me. So I'm going to keep that around, and I believe I'm going to go out into... Do I go out to my Mega Venusaur? I believe I go to my Mega Venusaur. Yes, I go to my Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur still has a decent amount of HP. I can take hits from this thing, okay. As he's going to go for Volt Switch. And I believe he's going to go out into his Noivern, which is going to allow him to get off a Hurricane, which I can't switch into. I cannot switch into this, except he goes out to Mega Scizor. So, here, his spread, I believe, is just no HP and 108 defense. I can't remember what his exact spread is. I don't know if he showed it to me or not. He might have. I don't remember. Who knows? Anyway, basically, he's more of an offensive spread. I go for Hidden Power Fire, and he lives on one. As he goes for Aerial Ace to knock me out. At this point, I know that's Aerial Ace, U-turn, Full Punch, and Roost. I'm like, okay, this is fine. Because I have a Skirmery, which is the same speed of my Mega Venusaur. I can go to that, I can outspeed it, and I can click Taunt and stop this thing from roosting. Very, very nice. I'm not as fast as my Mega Venusaur, and his Scizor is faster than my Skirmery. So, huge misplay on my part. I should have just gone out into my Magmortar, literally anything, just clicked on attack and killed this thing off. I actually clicked Brave Bird because I thought it was faster. Wow. I should have taunted. I should have 100% taunted. If I taunted there, he would have only been at like 35. But that's not important. The important thing is, I'm really good at this game, guys. He didn't go for Roost, however. That low roll is now starting to bite me in the ass, as he's going to be able to get up to that much amount of HP. However, I am going to be able to taunt it. Keep it at, when it comes back on rocks, keep it about 65 to 60%. So, it's in range of my 2 other fire moves on the scene. At this point, if I would have gotten rid of that, the game was going to be over. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the game would have been over. But unfortunately, that Mega Scizor is going to stay alive. He's going to go to his Tapu Fini, as I go for the Brave Bird, I believe, just to weaken it. And at this point, I know that I have to play a certain way. I have to keep my Magmortar healthy, or keep my Kyurem Black healthy, so they can potentially live a Bullet Punch, so I can hit Empower Fire or Flamethrower that thing and keep it down. I'm not going to be able to keep my Skirmery healthy, I don't think. I predict this thing to have Taunt anyway, so I believe I keep Brave Birding it to weaken it for my Komala, because my Komala is my win con. If I can get rid of the Scizor, Komala wins. So, he's going to go for Defog, which is very nice of him, by the way, to defog away from me. Because now my Kyurem Black is definitely going to live a Bullet Punch. Very, very nice for him to do. So I'm going to Brave Bird. I now want to do my best to keep Mesprit out, so I can keep rocks away. However, his Tapu Fini's gotten really, really weak, and of course he's faster than me. I am now in range of Surf. However, I'm going to keep spamming Brave Bird. I do not want this thing to have any kind of HP. He is going to Surf, and I believe he is going to kill me off, which is fine. So my Thunder Blade is going to go down, and I believe I'm going to go out into my... What do I go out to here? Is it my Komala? No, it's my Kyurem Black. Okay. So I'm going to go to Kyurem Black here. And I hovered over Ice Beam forever. I wanted to click Ice Beam so bad. So bad I wanted to click Ice Beam, because I knew what was going to happen. I knew that this bitch was going to come out. I wanted to click Ice Beam so bad, because I didn't want, Lightning Rod going off. And then when I saw the animation, I remembered that, Terror Volt is a thing. So, I'm good at this game. I'm going to switch out my Kyurem Black, though. I got a lot of damage off on this thing. I'm going to go out to Pantsless because I know that I can take any hit. I know, first of all, he's going for Focus Blast here, and then on the next turn, he's going to go for Thunderbolt. However, the only way that he would have killed me with the Thunderbolt afterwards is if he got the Spit F drop. So, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I'm sorry for what I've done to him in some of these hacksy moments, but I'm going to slack off, try and stay healthy as this Raichu kills itself with Life Orb. It's my best play, because this Raichu is a threat. So, that's going to go off. I'm going to get some HP back, and he's going to go for another Thunderbolt as... What do I click here? Slack off? I feel like I clicked something other than slack off for some reason. I clicked Scald, predicting him to save the Life Orb hit. I clicked Scald, predicting him to go to the Scizor. So... he goes up to Artemis here. I should have clicked Slack Off because I could have actually calm-minded up on this Mesprit. But he's going to go for Thunderbolt instead of Rocks, and he is going to kill me. Of course, I clicked Slack Off there. But that's perfectly fine. Because while Rocks are probably going to go up here, I can now two-shot this thing with my Komala. And I'm going to go out to my sick Komala. I'm adamant, Last Resort, this will two-shot the Mesprit. This will, I believe, Oko the Tapu Fini from the range it's at. And if he goes out into the Noivern, it's almost a guaranteed kill. So Last Word's going to come off. It's going to do a lot of damage. He can get up with rocks, which is, of course, very unfortunate. But I'm very much in trouble because I don't do a lot of Scizor. Scizor now kills my Kyurem Black, and I believe my Magmortar may live a Flamethrower. So, or may live a Bullet Punch from the range side. I had to bank off that. I had to bank off the fact that it's going to live a hit. But I'm going to kill off this Mesprit here. It's going to take a lot to win. It's going to take my Magmortar to win. I'm going to have to come in on the Mega Scizor. basically, I'm going to have to come in the Mega Scizor. I'm going to have to predict him to go out to this Noivern if it lives this last resort. I'm going to have to make a lot of predictions this last endgame to try and win this horrible matchup. He's going to first, he's going to find out Choice Scarf. He's going to go for U-turns and predicting me to switch out. However, because I have immaculately planned my EVs, I am now faster than this thing. I get to go for Last Resort. Even though it's supposed to be faster than me, I get to go for Last Resort. And he lives on 2. He lives on 2. I believe they had a chance to kill. But he's going to U-turn out into his Scizor. I'm actually looking really good now because all I had to do is get my Magmortar in. I go straight into it, predicting I'd live 2 because I didn't think he'd be offensive. I should not have done that. I should have never done that. I should have stacked off my Cure and Block, then gone out to it, then clicked Flamethrower because Flamethrower into anything killed anything. But I'm going to stack off my Infernal here. I was kind of under the mindset once again that I'm losing this battle, so that's kind of why I just threw it out. I should have 100% stacked Cure and Block, clicked Flamethrower, killed the Scizor, or killed the Noivern, or killed the Tapu Fini with the Thunderbolt afterwards, but he would have just gone out to Fini anyway, or to the Noivern anyway, so. I'm going to go to my Cure and Block, and click Hidden Power Fire, because I know Hidden Power Fire will kill this. He didn't go for Bullet Punch, obviously, because it's going to kill me. And I live. And I freaked. Because since I lived, I get to kill the Scizor with my Hidden Power Fire. I died a Life Orb. But that's game. Because it's basically going to come down to one more roll. I believe it's a roll greatly in my favor for the Kamala to kill the Tapu Fini here at 52%. Like, it's very much in my favor. But I just had to get this roll to win. I had to get this roll because I know I'll kill the Noivern. I click Last Resort. I have to. It's my only move. It's either Last Resort or Sleep Talk. And Last Resort's not going to do anything. So I click Sleep Talk to click Last Resort. I have to get this roll to win. And we get it. And even though this is quite possibly one of the worst matchups I've seen in a long time, we are going to walk away with a very, very, very narrow 1-0 win over JB Westside and his Colorado Bouffalants. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. He likes to bark. Fuck him. But that's going to be game. We get 3 kills with Kamala. We barely walk out of this game with a win. Very, very, very good game to JB Westside. He played immaculately. He played and prepped immaculately. Shout out to him. Very, very pleased with how he played. He did very, very good. But that is that. That is going to be this week of the IBL. We walk away 4-2. It really sucks that he got that bad roll on my Cure and Black. But me and him both agree that if I didn't get that bad roll on a Scizor, that I would have never come to that, and Komala would have blown him away a lot earlier. So, very unfortunate, but that's going to be the game. We're going to walk away 4-2, and next week we are going against Ben, aka Shiny Sableye, and his Baltimore Orioles. I hope you guys will enjoy this match. I hope you guys will enjoy the next match, and I will see you guys then. Peace.